الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه ونعوذ به من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهديه الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. ثم أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أيها الأحبة الأكارم، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا أقولكم ورحمة الله ومجد الله سبحانه وباركنا يوسف وقياسه كل شيء وقاوي كل شيء ما يوسف من الله سبحانه وتعالى أتوان من يوسف وقع خمسة الله وتواس أنفواني فانوه وبسوا قراتي كذلك وبيبيني أمامك الله وبمتعدي قوما. Alaikum Warahmotullah. Alaikum Warahmotullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wa sallam. Awana ni natumu sahaba. Ikolomi kuma belu kuma titi kolam ya qiyamah. Awa maisi kuliko wakati wa وعطيت بيدك وعطيت الله عليكم كألف وفرد لك وعشقوا أنتم بغير ونحن وعشقكم لا خير ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Our topic which we started since the commencement of this month of Ramadan with the lessons from Suratu Yusuf, which alhamdulillah we are going towards the end of the Suratu Yusuf. Because where we stopped yesterday was where the cloth Prophet Yusuf sent to his father for the cloth to be casted on his father's face in order for his father to become safe. Now his father has become sick, and Prophet Yusuf's brother will now seek him for forgiveness, for their father to ask for forgiveness from Allah for them. But what he said was, I will ask for forgiveness for you from Allah. إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. He is who is forgiving and merciful. So this shows that being a father, one has to have this mind of forgiveness. You have to make sure you are able to forgive your children, your child, be it a male or female, have this mind of forgiveness. That was what. But what this word Sawfa Astaghfirullah, according to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said the forgiveness was delayed. That was why he said, I will. I will. Not that he said, I am doing it now. But he said, I shall. Maybe something that will be done in a later time. Something is going to do in a later time, not an immediate action. But Alhamdulillah, he has promised them, which as a prophet, he will never fail the promise. But now, since Prophet Yusuf has come for his father, and all other families to come to Egypt, his father and every other family in Canaan packed all their belongings, left for Egypt. They left for Egypt in order to go and meet Yusuf. The father was so happy that he's going to meet his son for a very long time. After crying, after becoming blind, after he became blind, after facing a lot of sorrow and sadness through this particular children that conspired against Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. But he was so happy that I'm going to meet Yusuf now. Now Allah went further to Suratu Yusuf verse 99. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فلما دخلوا على يوسف آوى عليه أبويه وقال ادخلوا مصر إن شاء الله آمين. ورفع أبويه على العرش وخروا له سجدا وقال يا أبت هذا تأويل رؤياي من قبل قد جعلها ربي حقا وقد أحسن بي إذ أخرجني من السجن وجاء بكم من البدو من بعد أن نزغ الشيطان بيني وبين إخوتي إن ربي لطيف لمن يشاء إنه هو العليم الحكيم. رب قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. صلى الله عليه وسلم. نعم. فلما دخلوا على يوسف, his parents and other families has left Egypt, has left Canaan, going to Egypt. While on their way to Egypt, when it's in few time, when the new information has gotten to Egypt that Yaqub is on his way coming to Egypt. Yaqub is on his way coming to Egypt. The king himself commanded all the ministers in Egypt, all the noble people in Egypt, to go and welcome Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. All the notable people in Egypt all left in order to go and welcome Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam, which is Prophet Yusuf's father. And according to some narrations, they said that the king also left for him also to go and to welcome Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. So, see how it's been respect. What who brought this respect is who? Is Prophet Yusuf. He brought the respect to their family. And the king also respects him. That is why they are welcoming his family also. They are respecting the family. Since Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam is a respected one to them. They welcome his family, everybody, all the notable people in Egypt, all the noble people, all the wealthy people, all the ministers of Egypt left in order to go and welcome Prophet Yusuf's father. You see, if someone respects you, they will respect your family. Whoever respects you will reciprocate the respect to your family. You repeat the same thing to your family. That is why I said you have to be honest and kind and be sincere in everything you're doing. Do it for the sake of Allah. Don't expect someone to appreciate you. Don't expect someone to commend you. That commendation will make you feel like, they have to please me now, they have to appreciate you. No. Do it for the sake of Allah. Don't expect someone's appreciation. What Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam did when he was interpreting the king's dream, he was doing that because that was the knowledge Allah granted him. That was the knowledge, that was part of the power Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon him. So he now used it out of he is not expecting anything in return. But the king put him in a very high position. So now, after he has been welcomed, he has attained a very high position. He was given an opportunity to bring down all his family. And when these people knew he's bringing down his family, the family are already arriving, they all went out to welcome Prophet Yusuf's family. Respect people, they will reciprocate the respect to people. Respect people. Máa gbọ́ yẹn lè ṣàpọ́lé yẹn tí wọ́n náà bá ti ṣàpọ́lé yẹn ó dá àpọ́lé náà padà fún wọn náà. When you respect people, they will respect you back in return. They will respect you too. فَلَمَّا نَزَلُوا عَلَى يُوسُفَ. When Prophet Yusuf's family arrived to Egypt, they were all welcomed. أَوَى إِلَيْهِ أَبَوَيْهِ. He called on his father and his mother. You know, I said that according to the narration of the interpretation of Prophet Yusuf's dream, when he said, إِنِّي رَأَيْتُ أَحْدَ عَشَرَ كَوْكَبًا, I dreamt about 11 stars. I dreamt about 11 stars. وَالشَّمْسَ وَالْقَمَرَ, and the sun and the moon. رَأَيْتُهُمْ لِلسَّاجِدِينَ. I dreamt about them prostrating and bowing for me. When I was explaining that particular verse, I said, the sun and the moon is Prophet Yusuf's father and mother. But according to the history, it was said that Prophet Yusuf's mother has died. Prophet Yusuf's mother has died. So now, what they said is the khal. What we mean by khal is sister to his mother. The sister to his mother. But Prophet Muhammad even said in one of his narrations, when one Sahaba went to Prophet Muhammad that I have no mother again, who should I do to? And he said, do you have al-khala? Al-khala means sister to your mother. He said, yes, be kind to him. It's the position of your mother. He said he should be kind to her. She's in the position of the mother. So this is the situation whereby Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was into. When they entered upon Yusuf, when they entered upon him, he took his parents to himself and said, like, he took them in, trying to have conversation with them, explaining what he has encountered, telling them a little about what he could tell them at that particular time. And he said, and Yusuf said to them, Udkhulu Misra, insha'Allahu aminin. Enter Egypt. Allah will be safe and secure. Anytime you are safe and secure, you can enter Egypt anytime. With the power that Yusuf has attained, he made sure that his family can enter Egypt anytime and anytime they want. But when I was trying to go through this particular verse, I was thinking about today that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed some people, your gate will not, you won't allow your family or your parents to have a very direct access. You will have to you will tell your parents to have, before they can come to your house, they will have to send an appointment letter. And you have to grant the appointment. Until you grant the appointment, that is when they will have access to your place. Should that be right? Should that be the right way? It is so very, very wrong. Your family, your parents shouldn't have any kind of written letter or any appointment with you before they can have access to your place. They need direct access because they are parents. That is why Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam approved his families. Udkhulu Misra, insha'Allahu aminin. Enter Misra, God willing. You are safe and secure in entering Misra. Nobody will disturb you. Cannot be that. Who will touch you? My father. Who will touch you? My siblings. Who will touch you? Who dare say that you enter? That is power and authority. So when you are in that kind of position, I said it yesterday also, help your family, assist your family, extend that authority and little power to your families also. As Yusuf is telling his parents, he's giving them this kind of assurance that they have no choice. They are safe. They can go and come and they can go and forth. Go and come. No have no problem. Who will check your road? Who will check you? Who will say if you don't enter? Who can say that in this place? I'm the second in command in Egypt. The second in command in Egypt. Who will say if you don't enter? So look at yourself. Because today you may be saying yourself, if I get money to buy no, you better apply senses. You better apply senses. Those your brothers that are not looking at your side now, when you have money, they will come to you. Some people, some of your friends that are okay financially, presently, they are not looking at your side. When they see you on news that you are with President Muhammad Buhari, when they see you, they will want to find you. That is life. Because what they are looking for, they want to connect themselves with you. But you, as a Muslim, first be kind to everyone. Be kind to everyone. Whoever have offended you in the past, forgive them or don't forget. Forgive them. Have this mind of forgiveness. But don't forget, because if you said you forgive and forget, they will repeat it once again. And you, if you said you forgot, it means you've forgotten what they do. Don't forget. If it will come from them, it will come from someone else. You continue remembering that, this has been done to me before. This has been done to me before, so I won't let it happen to me again. Just forgive, don't forget. So Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam has given his family this kind of assurance that they have this direct access to go in Misra, to go into Egypt, go and come without no problem. Now his father, his parents has entered his palace. He took them to his place. He took them there. He raised them. You know, like this place now, nobody can come here. So Prophet Yusuf took his parents to his place, to his throne. He raised them to his throne that I am not going to be able to provide. Because you people Allah bless you. Yara jalo be our parents. Respect your parents. Don't look down on them. Even though they are physically challenged, don't look at that and you will be able to show them to be they are your parents and they give birth to you like that. Ẹlòmíràn lè fò bí ẹ̀sìn yára. Ẹlòmíràn lè fò bí ẹ̀rọ tó ní kó wọ́n ní àmà àwọn kan lára. That is not, you are not a Muslim if you are doing that. Because everyone knew when Muhammad's father died as a kafir. They knew his mother died as a kafir. But they never used that against Muhammad. So what who are you? We are British, you only have one bed. You build 1 2-bedroom flat, and you think your father has you have nothing to do with your parents. You won't give them any respect. You now make a room for your parents. You are living in a good place. Allah will judge you. That is not life. But Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam took his parents, raised them on his throne. They come and sit down on my throne. But what now happens? Warahmotullah subhanahu. They all bowed to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam. They bowed to him, his father, his mother, and siblings. They all bowed to Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam in prostration. But mind you know, as a Muslim, prostration is not permissible in Islam. But you now be telling me that but Yusuf alayhi salam was a prophet and his parents bowed for him. That was in their own constitution. Prophet, this has been happening in the life of Prophet Adam alayhi salam. You know, Allah also commanded the angels also to bow for Prophet Adam alayhi salam. Because at that period of time, it was in a position till it reaches Prophet Isa alayhi salam. But when it is time for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah changed it. Allah forbade it for the followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to bow or prostrate for any other Muslim except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the followers of Prophet Muhammad, we are not permitted to bow for anybody. We are not permitted to prostrate for anybody. It is totally forbidden for us. We are only permitted to bow for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ọlọ́run pàwọn aláṣẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó tẹ̀lé àdẹ́gbà Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ìforí balẹ̀ àbí ìmọ̀ dọ̀bálẹ̀. Ẹlòmí ò fẹ́ kí ọba yóò dọ̀bálẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí èyí dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún yà. Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ Mùsùlùmí èyí forí balẹ̀ fún yà. Òfin àwọn Mùsùlùmí dáná bí Yusuf tí àwọn òbí rẹ̀ bá dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún tí wọ́n forí balẹ̀ fún. Ká má fi yẹn ṣe, ká má fi justify wípé ṣèbáná bí Yusuf tèbí bàbá rẹ̀ àbíyá rẹ̀ tí wọ́n forí balẹ̀ fún tèbí màláíkà wọ́n forí balẹ̀ fún Ádámà. Òfin tó wà ní láti gbogbo gbà yẹn. Àmọ́ṣe ẹni òfin tánà bí wọn Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tọ́lọ̀ fi rán ànábì òfin tó sọ fún wa nílò má forí balẹ̀ fún yẹn. One of the companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I want to remember his name. One of the companions of the Prophet went to a town and he saw them bowing for their leaders. He saw them bowing for their religious leaders. When he saw them bowing for their religious leaders, it's Muawiyah. Muawiyah went to Sham. And when he got to Sham, he saw them bowing for their religious leaders in prostration. So when he got back to Medina, to Muhammad Sallallahu, he said, if they are doing that for their own religious leaders, it means we as Muslims, Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu is the most rightful person to bow for. Is the most rightful person to bow to. And when he was trying to bow down to Prophet Sallallahu said, when you learn this, he said, I learned it from Sham, that I saw them bowing down for their religious leaders. He said, no, this is not part of our own religion. If I would command anyone to bow down for anybody, I would only command women to bow down for their husband. So we should all understand that bowing down or prostrating for anyone is totally forbidden in Islam. But in the case of Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, that his parents and siblings bow down for him in prostration, that is in their own constitution at that time. So that is why it happened. So don't justify it that Shibana Yusuf is beginning of the justification is so wrong. But Prophet Yusuf said, Ya Abbas, O Father, Allah. You know, sometimes things will happen in a way that it will be very difficult for you to think that this is happening to you. This is happening to you. Like as a person, a reasonable person will think about it. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam said, وَقَالَ يَا أَبَتِ, he said, O Father, هَذَا تَعْوِيلُ رُؤْيَايَ, this is the explanation of my dead dream, my dead vision. It is an explanation that I saw 11 stars, moon and sun bowing down for me. This is the explanation. You know, the father was not the one that interpreted the dream. It means Yusuf was the one interpreting his own dream himself. Yusuf ní tú àlá rẹ̀ fúnra rẹ̀ nígbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà ṣẹlẹ̀, bàbá rẹ̀ kọ́ ló tú fún. Because then when he dreamt about that, what his father told him was that do not interpret this dream to anyone. Má sọ àlá ìfẹ́ ní kankan. Bọ́gbà tí àlá wọn wá sí ìmúṣẹ, Yusuf ló ṣe wá sọ pé ya Abati, oh my father, هذا تعبير رؤياي. This is the explanation of my dream, of my vision, that vision. This is it. قَدْ جَعَلَهَا رَبِّي حَقًّا. My Lord has made it reality. We all have different dreams. We all have things we have in this our mind. You know, you see a certain car passing by, we all have our dream cars. Is that not so? You have this car and say, if I have money, I'm going to buy it. Is that not so? I'm waiting for you. So we all have it. When we see a house, we say, I want to be like this house. You see a phone, you see a house inside a phone. You say, I should like this house, I'll build this house. I want to be like this house. We all have different dreams. That is called a dream. That is called a dream. But when you have that house, that is when your dream come true. I mean, who want to have like that project finally? Is there anyone here? Yes. That is dream. That is dream now. Who want to drive best? That is dream. We all have different dreams. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made Yusuf's dream to come to reality. So he's more interpreting his dream in the presence of his father. Olóhùn tó àlàára rẹ̀ fún bàbá rẹ̀ pé àádọ́ àtàkùn ìlú ìyá rẹ̀. Ilé àmì àlátìmọ́ láńjọ́ sí ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀ lélẹ́yìn. Òun ni ìkẹ́ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí, kọ̀dìjà àyà àwọn òbí àpọ̀, ọlọ́run mi ti sọ́dọ̀ lódò. Ọlọ́run mi ti sọ́dọ̀ lódò. Then, my father once told me something that there was a time when he hasn't even dream about any car. When someone drive his car by him and he splash the water on him, you said, oh, keep going, I'm also coming. That is dream. Because he dreamed that he's going to have car one day. So ẹ̀ka tàbí sí wọ̀ lára ọtí mọ́kò ọlẹ́kù ẹ̀rígbà ìránukú. What he did, he might not do it intentionally. In tó ṣe ó lè mọ́ mọ̀ ṣe ẹni tó wà ní mọ́tò tó jẹ́ ìgbàmù tó wà ní èsì tó wáyé náà kò rí wọ́n tó wà títì òkú jáyé tí ẹ lọ́nà. Ìwọ́n tó wà lórí títì lọ́gbà kápẹ́ ìtọ́nà ọkùnrin wọ̀ sí lẹ́nu òun fẹsẹ̀ mẹ́rin rìn ìwọ́n fẹsẹ̀ méjì rìn. Kọ́nà mú tí kọ́nà ń sọ ní tí wọ́n náà ó máa kọ̀ntró lẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́rin ní kọ̀ntró lẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́rin. Wọ́n náà kọ́nà sọ ọ́. That dream can come into reality. Kọ́nà dream can come to reality. When some people will hear the salary of the footballers, we hear the salary of the footballers, we shout, hey! Owó rẹ̀! Some people shout, billions of naira, millions of naira every week, millions of naira every month. Some of them dreamt about it and they are doing good. I'm very sure some of you are dreaming about it. Who is dreaming about it to have that kind of salary? Allahu Akbar. That is dream. But it is so possible for Allah to make it possible. See the years Prophet Yusuf has dreamt about him. He just dreamt about Shamsu and Qamar, but about stars and moon and sun. That was just a dream to him. It was just a mere dream to him. At that particular time, the knowledge of the interpretation of the dream hasn't come to him yet. Because he was just 12 years of age at that time. So the dream, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made that dream come true, which he has faced a lot of challenges. He went to prison. It means your dream, what you are dreaming of, you can't get to that place in a day. You can't reach that position in a day. You will face a lot of obstacles, you will face a lot of difficulties, you will face a lot of challenges. Whatever point finally go easy. If you can't get it, wọ́n náà tó fẹ́ máa bá sára ní fún bọ́lá ibi kan náà ní Ronaldo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ló bí káwọn ti lọ relegation ibi kan náà láwọn náà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. So they all started from somewhere which they all have story to tell, which they all have story to tell. Gbogbo ọlọ́ni ń jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti fi wàhálà lórí bá ọ̀chá àfẹ́ká bọ́ọ̀lù ilẹ̀ àti àfẹ́ká bọ́ọ̀lù ilẹ̀. They passed through a lot. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made that dream. Allah made it come true. So we all have different dreams. That your dream. What you just need is you just have to keep working towards it. You just keep praying. You just keep asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make that dream come true. Because only Allah knows what is best for you. What you are dreaming of might not be what you are allowed for you. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will surely drive you to that particular destination, which is the best and sweet which must take for you. Some of you that you are going to school, you are going to pass through school. Eventually, you just see there are a lot of graduates that are turned fashion designer. There are a lot of graduates that are turned mechanic. There are a lot of graduates that are turned to painter. There are a lot of graduates. Because what their dream was that their initial dream was that, if I graduate, I'm going to work I'll be working in the first bank, I'll be working in share company, I'll be working with NNPC, I'll be working here, I'll be working that. Eventually, they turn fashion designer after graduation. They turn fashion designer after graduation. Some people, there's a graduate that is driving Okada. Even though it is just so unfortunate that there is a master's holder driving Okada. The master's holder driving Okada. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala eats all our face. Allah will say of who are oníkò rọrùn ní ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbogbo wàhálà tó fi ṣe ìgbì ó pálí ìgbì ó tún kó sí master's tó fi gba pálí náà kí ẹ̀ tún máa rí ìgbẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbogbo Okada ìlọ́wọ́ ọlọ́pàá àjọ gbogbo àwọn ilẹ̀. So that is why I said some dream you have to pass through a lot before you get there. There was this man that had come here before to collect bread every day. All of a sudden, I was just upstairs and I saw a news of him. One very short man like this. He's a master's holder in something like chemical or something issue. I don't know, I've forgotten the name. I just saw him in the news. I was trying to see if at all the news has gotten around the refinery, if at all they will give him a certain job, because he was just a laborer, a master's holder being a laborer in the refinery. I think eventually the story got to them and it came after some days. I was like, I don't expect to see you again. They should have given you an office, your own personal life, and they should have fixed the salary for you. He said, they just called me and they said they will get back to me. That is the point we call ourselves. Sometimes we celebrate what we shouldn't celebrate. Sometimes we appreciate what we shouldn't appreciate. So sometimes our dream will be delayed for a certain purpose. Best not to allow you. But the dangerous part of some dreams is that a 15-year-old boy or a 15-year-old person will be thinking that, this life I'm suffering. Lord, what do we do? Because that is what is happening today. You see a 15-year-old boy planning to be a planning to engage himself in cyber crime. 50-year-old ló ti wò pé ó jẹ́ kí ti lówó náà ó jẹ́ kí ti lówó jẹ́ kí ti àwọn ti dá fún mi báyìí lọ. Ẹ sọ fún mi kí ni 50-year-old kí ló fẹ́ sáré kí ló ń kó ló ti fẹ́ dé láti 50-year-old yẹn. Bí wọ́n tó jẹ́ kó sì máa plan ló ti máa wà pẹ̀ tó fi parí secondary school rẹ̀. Because that is the environment we find ourselves. We dream differently. But sometimes, not that 15-year-old boy, that dream, not that it's too early. But that particular age, if it's not controlled, it will do what is not supposed to be done. Òun ṣe pé kí ọmọ 15 years old tí ìlú yà àti ronú ẹgbẹ́ tí mo fẹ́ bí ẹlọ́dọ̀ lálẹ́. But àwọn kan ní wà tí yóò bá wà careful yóò ṣe nǹkan ní tí ò tó ṣe. That is why a 17-year-old boy cut into pieces the flesh of a human being like him with the intention of making money usually. Almost 17 years old, tó kí ọmọ obìnrin kéékèèké tó sì ló gbọ́dọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n 17 years old boy. What is that thinking? He believed that ó jẹ́ kó ti lówó ó ti pẹ́ jù a 17-year-old boy. That is very wrong dream. So you have to make your dream right and follow the right path in order to achieve it. You have to follow the right process in order to make it come true. Because if you are doing your own thinking, your own memory, you think, you have to pass through that shortcut in order to get to where you want to reach in life. That shortcut will be what is going to kill you. Shortcut is very better because every shortcut has repercussion. Every shortcut has consequence. Gbogbo shortcut pátá ló láti. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the dream of Yusuf alayhi salam. He said, "Qad ja'alaha rabbi haqqan." Allah has made it come to reality. Ọlọ́run ti jẹ́ ká láàrin ó ti wá di òótọ́ àyè. So I pray for everyone, all our dreams to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it come true. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kí gbogbo táwọn náà ló pẹ́ abẹ́dà láyé, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ àgbà sí ti dáadáa. Ọlọ́run ní ọdọ̀ ọlọ́run wọ́ta. Inshallah we proceed tomorrow. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.